Oh, yeah.
That was going really well until he got onto the bike and Jacob Sushan and a bunch of Asians decided to send it into the fucking shops on the bike. Fuck it. And it was a massive, like a really bad pile up. Like there was bikes broken, like frames smashed, everything. And he said like he was riding in front of the Polish
his bike
bloke.
all right?
Yeah, his bike's fine. He had to because he was first out of the water, he said, and then there was a group of like 5 or 6 with him, and there was a bunch of the Japanese and then the Polish bloke, and he said the Polish guy, he went down first, and then they all just went down, and all their frames were broken, and he had to stop and put his chain back on, and he was having problems trying to put it on, and by the time that happened, the whole group came up, and he basically just had to ride the whole thing solo, and then he just ran through everyone. He ran like 15:50, I think, which is pretty solid.
Yeah.
And Logan Campbell got second, which is good.
I quickly caught on pool deck the French-Canadian bloke, that Marchand guy.
Leon Marchand, not the French swimmer there.
And not the gun swimmer.
The French-Canadian triathlete.
That's the one. He said he just had a shit week, like his bike didn't get there. And
he got there the day before.
Something like that. I think he had to get up. He only had like 2 hours sleep or something. Yeah. He had to wait up till like 2 a.m. to get the bike. Yeah. And all his clothes are in there, so all he had was a backpack for however many days, and just a shit.
Bad.
Yeah.
So bad when that happens after you training with Hauser and that, and then it just all goes to shit.
Yeah.
And then some of our local French boys from Escherolles, Zane Gallier and Josh Fletcher also had a crack.
Oh yeah, the local Escherolles boys.
Yeah, they did
well.
Like Josh did well.
Josh made the pack, eh?
Yeah, he said he made the front pack just after Luke and that crash, so he reckoned Luke crashing was actually a godsend for him because he said his swim wasn't the greatest.
Yeah.
So I think the Aussies did well. Logan Campbell raced well, so did Wade Barr.
Yep.
And for Luke Holmes, he's currently in Noosa. He went and watched Hauser. And he'll be coming to Tasmania on the 12th.
Cool.
Well, I'll have to lock in something, I reckon. Yeah, the week after or just whenever he's here. Like he's got a full month here, so it's gonna be fucking good.
Oh yeah. We'll get him in. Well, that was the Kota kinabalu race report done.
Yeah, kind of from his standpoint. I called both Josh and Luke like an hour after they raced. I was like, how was it? And Luke's like, oh, it's going well till I crashed. And then Josh was like, oh, it was really good because Luke crashed and put the group together. And it was so fucking funny. But I think they both raced pretty well.
And so is Luke at the University of Stirling? Is that where you know him from?
No, he said he either wants to take a gap year and just focus on triathlon. Yeah. But then he's also recently been doing some stuff with Loughborough.
Oh, right.
Like after he came back from Malta, when he raced there, he went and did like 2 weeks at Loughborough and just went to go see what the system was like there. And he was sending me photos of him training with Alex Yee and all that fucking cool stuff. So that would have been pretty sick. And I reckon he might go down that path. But he said he would literally only want to do Loughborough just for the training, not for the study, because he doesn't know what he wants to study yet.
Yeah.
So
just do a Cassandra Beaugrand did and just enter and do one subject or something like that.
Yeah, so it's still up in the air, hence why he's coming here, because he just doesn't want to be at home and make decisions just yet. But if he goes down the Loughborough pathway, he'll be bloody good because they've got so many good juniors there at the moment. And just it's such an elite program.
Yeah. It would be good to check out those centres.
Yeah, for sure.
Unlike our centres, which keep chopping and changing.
Yeah, exactly. I swear, like, the thing that I think that I reckon Oztri would need to do, especially, like, just because they were literally saying over Noosa, like, oh, we know how good the British are. We know that their system's working. Well, then let's just fucking copy them. Not straight, but at least get ideas where there's, like, let's put, like, a triathlon uni centre, like,
I think the
Gold Coast or Sydney.
Yeah, the unis in Australia, when it comes to sport, to be honest, they're shit.
Yeah,
If you want to see how university sport does it well, go to America.
Yeah, go to America.
That's proper.
Yeah, that is proper. They live and breathe it.
Because uni in Australia, when it comes to the sports side of it, it's not focused on sport, like elite sport. They have sporting scholarships and stuff, but it's not the same.
No, I definitely see that. It's just more from a triathlon standpoint because when I was in Sterling, the setup was just perfect. Like they had everything there. They all put their athletes 5 minutes away in apartments like around the town, and you've got everything that you would need at your disposal because these guys are training in elite environments with elite athletes with elite coaches day in, day out, and that's why they're so good. And I was thinking, these guys get to do this for 5 years until they graduate, on top of also having school. And imagine if we had that in Australia, we would be on top of the world because our conditions are so much better. Scotland, it's 5 degrees most summers and it's shitty and windy. Gold Coast, it's peak weather and everything's prime. Like I just,
Well, I mean, as you've seen, like the Gold Coast is becoming a bit of a magnet for triathletes to move to and all that sort of thing.
That's it.
But I mean, that's for the weather, and there's lots of groups and stuff like that to train with.
That's correct. So we'll see how that goes. First,
so hey, what have you been up to? TTHD, training the house down.
Training the house down, doing so locked in. No, man, very locked in at the moment. Lots of really good training, lots of Ks in the pool, sort of 5 to 6 days a week now with the squad. It's been pretty good so far. The 50 meters open up because it's now finally getting over 5 degrees in the morning in Tassie, so we're taking the opportunities as they come. So
do you swim really at Devonport, or is there a pool?
No, I swim at Burnie.
Burnie.
It's like another town that's like opposite way of Devonport, so it's pretty good there. And I've been enjoying the training, lots of work as well, trying to get the money ready and self-funding. So this season, be able to make it count. So you should
start having a look. Should start having a look at some of these little non-profits that are popping up. Like there's one called Aussie Athlete Fund, which is run by Natalie Cook. She's like a ex-Olympic beach volleyball player. And I caught a video she was talking about the other day about athletes creating their own economy. So her example of that was go and get a deal with a fruit and vegetable place. And if they're supplying you $100 worth of fruit and veg a week or something like that, well, that's $100 you've got to go to your sport. Then once you've got that, go and get someone that's going to sponsor you for a gym membership. All right, now that's so by economy she means not just waiting for like a Gina Reinhardt to
come and give you $5,000.
Or 15 million for netball, which they knocked back. But just piece together the bits of the athlete economy puzzle.
It does seem pretty good. And like I feel with that stuff, it's pretty good for I guess emerging athletes like myself that aren't exactly on categorization or have the means to move to the Gold Coast and make those massive moves to massive training squads and stuff. Like I think what I've got here is good now, but definitely long term. I don't think the limelights of August in Tasmania will be where I'll be training forever.
Go train with Bert Whistle and do 200, 100s and stuff.
In Lonnie Pool with Richie Port and Will Clark, a bunch of those boys, They're actually, continuing on with what I'm doing, there's actually a aquathon race later this weekend in Riverside, which is where Bert Whistle swims. So it's like a super tri format. It's like 300 swim, 2.5K run. If I don't take the win out there, I'll actually proper quit from triathlon. I think if I can't win local races, then I don't got a spot in the sport. But no, it'll be a good race to finally, I think, just break up the training because I feel when you're doing like 3-4 weeks of just hard intensity training and there's no racing on the horizon, you kind of lose motivation. So it's good to have like little hit outs here and there and just to see how the training's going.
To spice things up, don't you?
Yeah, so I think that'll be pretty enjoyable next weekend and see how that goes and get around all the locals that are there as well.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. And for you, what have you been up to?
What have I been up to? I have started a new job.
Here we are.
So I'm now back on pool deck with Atkins at Somerset College.
So you're training coach with Dan now?
My main job is to coach like a swim squad there. And one of the sessions each week is the Somerset Triathlon kids, which he's looking after at the moment. They come and swim in my group. So that's sort of, been doing that for the last 2 weeks. And it's actually mate, it's a sick environment.
I
reckon. Like I have to travel like an hour to get there and that sort of thing.
I was about to say traveling from Brisbane every day, but it would be so worth it, I reckon.
Yeah, man. Like the head coach, I don't know if you've heard of the name Ash Callis. He actually, in the Sydney 2000 Olympics, he won gold in the 4x100 relay. So
holy shit.
If you look back, freestyle relay, if you look back over time, if you hear the smashing of the banjos story, it's when the American men's relay team were at a press conference and they're like, because Michael Klim used to, when they win, do this, like
yeah.
So there's a famous image of him on pool deck doing that just after they beat the Americans in the relay, because the Americans in a press conference said, "Oh, we're going to smash the banjos." And so Ash was third swimmer, and he handed over to Ian Thorpe.
That's sick. That's
so he's head coach there, and he's really good, and he's a good leader and everything. And then you've got Atkins there, and you've even got the guy who's the head of athletics or head of sport directing or whatever.
Yeah,
he's actually from triathlon way back as well, Dane Robinson.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, so there's like a really good leadership group there, and the pool aquatic manager is really good, so it's a good environment.
And the kids are pretty decent. Is it an elite group or?
I went to a meet on the weekend and they had like 29 swimmers, and this was like a meet that they said wasn't like a supported meet, but people went anyway. They had like 30 swimmers go, and all the swimmers I was there with, they all did PBs, and it's a pretty good solid squad. Like in my group, there's 50 something swimmers, and and then there's silver and gold and the national sort of level swimmers in different groups. So there's easy over 100 swimmers in the club.
It's a pretty elite environment to grow up in. It would just be such a competitive nature in training, I reckon.
Yeah, and they're good kids. Yeah, like to answer.
Is that where Lucas Sogard, isn't he in that group?
I haven't seen him there. I don't know. Has he? I don't know if he's 18 yet or not. If he's out of school or what he's doing. I know seems like he's gone down the cycling route.
Yeah, I remembered because I've raced him once, and it was at Challenge Canberra, and I just remembered he was a gun swimmer, and everyone said before the race he's a gun rider. Sorry, he's a pretty decent rider from what I've seen, and because he's literally the only person that I know that's from that Somerset area that trains and races out there. So I just wondered, but I wouldn't be surprised if he went down cycling. He's pretty good.
Yeah, so, I haven't seen him at the pool anyway, so he's either not swimming or he's swimming somewhere else.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool that you got that whole job. And it's just swimming, or are you also just like hanging out with Dan and doing some of the bike and run stuff?
Yeah, I think it might change over time a little bit, but for where it's at now, it's really good. And swimming, it's really like coaching. Swimming is like it's proper coaching. Hey, like triathlon coaching is a bit like how you're going. But swimming coaching is like you are in the weeds with the athletes.
Yeah.
You're watching like every single stroke they take. You're like when
Suffering.
when I look at how the young swimmers learning how to swim, like the 10 to 12-year-olds and that, how they approach their swim training, and then I look at, say, a triathlete who's maybe coming from a running background and they're realizing, I need to get good at swimming, and how they approach it, it's two worlds apart, because triathletes always want to do heaps of volume and intensity and stuff, but I had the biggest session I give the kids, like as far as like a fitness session, might be 3 rounds of 3 100s.
Yeah.
But it's mixed stroke, it's IM, it's because once they go up to like silver and gold squads, if they don't have a good level of technique and they don't understand,
they'll get chomped.
They don't understand how to scull and the key sort of technical points of the strokes and how to do their skills and dives and streamline and all that. Then they just don't have the time to sort of go back and do that stuff. So
I do find that as well with my squad, because the squad is like all surf club people, like and I'm the only triathlete in the squad. Yeah, and it's interesting seeing how they all, because most of them are a lot younger than me, but they're all fish in the water as they are, because that's all they do is just swim and board paddle and whatnot. And it's funny because none of them take the warm up or cool down serious, which I feel in triathlon from when I've watched and I've observed the pros like Burt Whistle, Vincent Louis, Hauser, the whole session. It's all strategic. It's like everything has a motive behind it.
Yeah.
These surf club kids will whack in. They'll do whatever they want. They'll talk during the warm up and cool down and walk, and it's just like it annoys me and frustrates me a bit because then when we get to the main set, they lock in. There's just tunnel vision, and then they just absolutely hammer it. Yeah. And then after that, it's just all back to fun, which I feel it's good in a sense, but it's just how they operate. It's just, I find it a bit different and a bit interesting, and just not how I train in a certain way. And like you said, it's different how it is with triathlon, because with training, everything is so specific and it's all to a T, it's all to a point. Yeah. And then when you look at people that are in a similar type of sport and they do it all differently, it's like interesting to see how they all go about it. And it is literally that. I feel with my swim coach, we've got a whole different type of relationship. He checks in sometimes on my races, and we never ever talk about the run or riding training. It's always just specific to the goal of trying to be front pack out of the water and getting the times down and perfecting my stroke. And then when it is with my actual coach, James, it's all three sports, everything. As well, with recovery, food, life outside of sports. So I feel with swimming, it's solely focused on that, and it's really serious. And then with triathlon, it's a bit more laid back until it's actually about the training when it's serious. So it's a bit of both. You get a bit of both worlds. Yeah.
They're definitely and one thing I like about coaching swimming is if you look at the sport of swimming in Australia versus the rest of the world, ours is the peak swimming country in the world, really. It definitely for pound for pound.
And just the culture we have around it here.
Exactly. So I'll be in the lunchroom just chilling out, getting my stuff, and the conversations that happen between the aquatic manager and the levels under me, the coaches who coach the levels under me. Yeah. It's just so cool, talking about certain drills. Have you used this before? And it's really it's just refreshing conversation, because it's about development and technique and how people learn how to swim. Yeah. And it's always about, okay, is this kid ready to move up? Yeah. Should they stay? What do they need to do to move up? Yeah. They're very conscious, not moving people up if they're not ready and that. So it's pretty cool.
That is it is pretty cool. And for that to be your proper full-time job and stuff, it would be so good.
Yeah. Well, I'm casual doing
here and there,
almost full-time hours, but so that's filling a lot of my time up at the moment.
Pretty good. Wouldn't be complaining.
Nah. Except when it's 37, 40 degrees on pool deck and you're just
sweating your ass off just talking to kids.
Mate, I'm gonna have an elite tan, that's for sure.
Let's go. That's going to be good. I'll still be fucking pale when it's January and December.
Yeah.
I'll look like I'm British. Alrighty.
Let me get into it, eh? So we're going to, I think the chat tonight was going to be mainly sort of World Championship recap.
Yeah.
And then Noosa's obviously just finished, and then maybe a bit of sort of what's coming next.
Yeah, that's it. Alrighty. So I think, so just a rundown on just the results or just everything about it?
Just give us, I don't know, your general vibe, your feel about World Champs. Because you went there, you watched it from afar.
I watched it from afar.
So how did it look?
Every race.
How did it look from where you were, and what was your general vibe about it?
From watching Worlds from a screen, a couple hundred kilometers away from the screen in Ulverston. It was pretty cool. I really enjoyed watching all the races and also supporting my mum. She had a very fun time out racing the age group race.
Oh yeah, give her a shout. What race did she do?
So the 50 to 54 sprint draft legal triathlon. The first time my mother ever did a draft legal race. She said she was absolutely shitting herself on the bike and the downhill. She got it done, and she was pretty happy with it. So she enjoyed herself. But the actual proper racing, some of the best racing I've watched on a screen ever. It was just proud to be Australian. The athletes that we have are just insane. And I think some of the other athletes and people that have commented on the World Champs have said Oz tries back, triathlon, in this country is coming back. We're getting better, and the Europeans better be scared, because I think once Brisbane and LA roll around, we've got some absolute killers up our sleeves. And just I think my highlight was I got 2 highlights.
Yep.
My first one, I was coming back from doing an easy run. I chuck on the thing and go, oh shit, the girls are racing, under 23 women. There's the first, it was the 10K. I chuck it on as they're all leaving transition. I see Tara and Rochelle are there. I'm going, all right, so they're there. And then all my other picks are there as well. So Hadahoon, the Koning.
Except Mijlakova.
Yeah, Mijlakova. She was the only one that wasn't
somewhere else.
Yeah, she, I don't know where she was, but there was a massive group in the run. Franca Russ as well for you. And I was like, holy crap, the best under 23 women are all in this one pack running. And then it kept belittling down. And then the Czech girl went off the front and went, oh, fuck, he's me fuck up here. And then she started walking and I went, holy shit. And then,
I've got a story about that. I'll tell you after you.
Let's go. And then once I saw Rochelle, she was toddling along and I just kept saying, come on. You got to go. You got to stay. And I just kept thinking that the elastic band was snapping and snapping. And she just kept reeling it back in. And then 200 to go. At this point, I'm screaming at my laptop, and Gabe comes in, and my little brother, who has he doesn't like triathlon, he thinks it's shit, but he comes in and he just loves it because he sees that there's an Aussie at the front of the race. And he's screaming at the laptop, going, "Go Rochelle!" I'm like, "Holy fuck!" And she took the tape. It was just the best thing in the world, and it was just like, holy shit, Rochelle Wheels world champ. Seen her in person, seen her race at Devonport, and she's done some pretty courageous things before that, and just for her to become world champ was just insane. Such a good race. And I remember I was texting you after the race going, holy shit, Rochelle just won. And it was just absolutely amazing.
I was at the bottom of the lighthouse area where you can see them come past a couple of times, and because it was her and 2 other girls, and I think by that time the Italian had sort of gapped them.
Precia.
And I was kind of like, okay, I guess she's won it, kind of thing. But it's actually quite a long way down that stretch before you hit the roundabout and come down the finish chute. And I was like, oh, Rochelle's in 3rd. That's still pretty bloody good. Podium at under 23 world champs. And then by the time I got down to the finish line, I could see her on the big screen, in the sprint.
Holy shit.
And I was like, you're fucking kidding.
I know. It kind of gives me goosebumps, still thinking about it. And just the fact it was in Wollongong. It was the dying moments of the race to take it, grab the tape, and it's just.
I mean, it shows you the home ground advantage is real. Hey?
Oh, for sure, and just that extra expectation that when you put on the green and gold, you just got to perform, and then in crunch time moments like that, it's just absolutely amazing. So that was that, and Alex Robin getting second were my highlights. One of my best mates seeing him get second. Yeah, I did. Well, I got him for 2nd place, and he got 2nd, and that was just amazing. I was very happy for him, and I was very sad not to see him race in person. But he's a
strong-looking boy.
Oh, he's a big boy. He's. It's funny because in some of the photos, his chest is just massive, and I would text him and say, "Mate, you're on the roids again." He's like, "Oh, fuck off," and it's so funny. So it's good that he got 2nd. He really deserved it after getting 14th last year. It's a pretty good
That's a good step
way to end it. Oh, and one thing about it, he does fuck all mileage. He probably does 40, 30K at most, and he goes out and pulls out a 15 mid 5K on that course. So he's pretty good.
Sing it from the rafters. No one will listen.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
The one. All right, tell us the story about the Czech girl, because she really fucked it for all of us.
Yeah, well, I heard that the reason. Actually, if you look at her race report or whatever on Instagram, she said, I don't know if it's lost in translation, but she said she stopped because her coach said 1 more lap to go, and it was actually the last lap. And I'm guessing you're under the pump and you're probably wanting to stop at any moment. So apparently her coach said 1 lap to go, and she must have just gone, fuck that, and just had a bit of a moment.
No way. She just goes, okay, I'm going to call it a day. Fuck yeah.
I'm not doing another lap.
That is poor.
Bullshit.
Poor on both their behalves, I reckon.
But actually, I came across her. I went to the States a couple years ago.
Yeah, she's an NCAA athlete, man.
Yeah. So I went to ASU and did a week there, and she was in the squad at the time, and she wasn't the best athlete in the squad. Yeah, there's an American girl who was in that lead pack off the bike.
Was it Ruff?
Yeah, Ruff. She also trains at ASU, and she DNF'd. She must have just bloody.
Was she the same American girl that was crawling across the line, or was that a different one?
I didn't see that one. No.
There's like this famous photo. It's like the Brownlees when one of them spacked it. So
yeah,
like the American, I watched it and I was like, holy shit, this is like something out of a movie, typical.
At Wollongong.
Wollongong. She's crawling across the line like, and this like Spanish chick comes up and like basically picks her up and like tries to carry her across the line because she just absolutely exploded.
But I tell you what, the TV probably didn't show
enough
what it was. No, not enough of, but what it was actually like on the ground.
Yeah.
When they were coming down the hill from the lighthouse, the crosswind there was it was almost unrideable. There were some girls who were basically riding at 10 kilometers an hour downhill because they were just trying to keep the bike upright and they're leaning into the wind.
Yeah.
And when they were in packs, like people were just like getting thrown around, and there was literally the Luxembourg girl in
those are better, buddy.
She just got whooshed up.
I hate laughing because I've raced on that course and I know it's brutal. And like for me to just like attack this young Luxembourg chick who went and raced well, it's like, and she made front pack and probably would have medaled, but
she was pretty good.
She just from the camera's point of view, it could have been different from when people were up there, and they can say otherwise because they were there. But from the camera's point of view, when I was watching it, she's just going along, ticking up the hill nicely, and then as soon as she gets on the flat, it's like she just flipped, like her sense just flicked off, and she just went into robot mode or something, and she just she went and just pulled it over and her handlebars, and then she just goes sliding off into the grass. I just didn't understand. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But then, and if you watch
the footage back as well, she her front tire hit the gutter and just all the goo just sprayed out of it and burst the tire. So that's game over for her.
And there was like 3 other crashes as well. The real bad one I thought was Anouk Dunners, because she was about to get onto the front pack, and then the girl who got third from Slovakia literally
just chopped her up.
And
there was only 2 of them and they crashed into each other.
I forgot her name. The commentator. Not Will.
Granger.
Yep, Helena. She, it sounded because she was so pissed off about the crash.
Linda was,
She basically chopped her up into pieces, and they were like, it sounded like she was going to go down and try and protest old mate for getting third because she chopped up Anouk, and then she couldn't finish the race, and then bang, she gets third, and I don't know, it just seemed pretty bad.
Can I tell you what that race shows? And this is something junior female athletes should think about.
Yeah.
So, some of the Aussie girls like Addie, she's probably a 450, 400 meter swimmer. So, okay swimmer, and she didn't make the front pack. So those girls at the front.
None of the Aussie girls made front pack either.
No. So I think someone like Fanny, who I think she led the swim.
Give credit where credit is due. Fanny is built like a 25-year-old man, and Addie is still 16 years of age and normal.
So it makes you think. It makes me think. I reckon those front girls in juniors are probably swimming 4:30 something.
Oh, for sure. But they're also just so much more built than all of our girls. Like you compare Fanny and one of the German girls to like Aspen and they are built like
they're older.
They are built like men, and they look like they could and they could eat like a fucking 2-ton steak or something. I don't know. They are just a lot bigger than the Aussie girls that we have. Yeah,
they're very strong. Yeah.
That's not to take away or discourage that our girls are elite swimmers. They are elite swimmers. It's just when you're at a world champs, the quality just
goes up. Yeah. You think you're going all right, and then it's like, oh shit,
bang, get smoked. So, but I think they did really good.
So those were your 2 highlights from the thingo.
Yeah. Oh, and obviously Hauser as well. But I don't think I need to qualify that because I think if you're Australian, that goes down as one of the best. If you're an Australian triathlete, that goes down as one of the best moments ever in just anything. So, need I say more about him?
Thinking into the future, I reckon his name is eluding me. Is it Castro?
Quintero.
Quintero.
Yeah, the Spanish David Quintero.
Watch out.
Yeah, he's
28, 54 or something?
Yeah, something
off the
just
bike.
outrageous.
On a hilly, like that was a hilly course for the run.
Yeah.
So he must be a low 28 runner.
It's crazy how he hasn't actually won a WTCS race yet.
Yeah, I think he's racing tonight in Chile.
Yeah, in Vina del Mar. But he's got to go up against the Canberra Milk Boy bar boy, Callum McCloskey. So we'll see what happens. Callum loves to race the World Cup, and he usually arises to the occasion. And he's a pretty elite runner.
Might be them two in a runoff.
Yeah, I reckon. I hope that's the case. Where it's like, I think it's a sprint, maybe Olympic. Either way, 2.5K to go, and Callum McCloskey just gives them the whole. Yeah, that's it. But I think David Quintero, like you said, in the next, him and Conway are going to be pretty hard to beat over any sort of running race. Yeah. And Conway's got a godly swim now, and he makes front pack pretty like normally now. Like he's not dangling off the back anymore. So those two will be pretty hard to beat.
I reckon Hauser listened to our last podcast, because when you were we were doing like a course preview, and you said about the swim entry, how there's no porpoising, it's just run and dive.
Yeah.
And start swimming. That's exactly what he did.
I like to think that he took a bit of my my guidance, but I reckon he probably has been there 7 million times, or like he's raced there in the past and he just knows that it's just a hop skip. And obviously because he's Aussie, I feel like because he also comes from I think he comes from a surf life diving background. Either way, Aussies have got. Oh, he doesn't.
No, he comes from a running AFL background.
Either way, he lives in Harvey Bay, so he's got a good knowledge of the ocean. I swear, having this world champs in Australia and it being a beach start, best thing for the Aussies, because majority of all Australians that are in triathlon will have a very good knowledge of the beach. And you can just tell from Hauser doing that one step in and jump, he already had a body length on the rest of the Europeans, and they had nowhere to go.
Yeah. And even just not being fearful of that kind of open water. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I thought what Hauser was saying, because I've listened to older podcasts now, and he was like saying about Hidalgo and Pilates trying to gang up on him. I was like, you two dickheads.
I reckon if I was Hauser standing there and Hidalgo's, trying to talk me on the sideline, I just feel like, shut the fuck up. Literally. Kick your ass.
But it is literally, I remember I was watching it, and then Hidalgo's like, oh,
definition
of
getting taken to Pound Town.
And it's just like, oh, which boy do we go to? Motherfucker, you should already know this. And
I know,
it's like,
bro,
it doesn't matter what boy you go to.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what boy you go to. I'm already going to put you in the slipstream anyways. That was really funny. Overall, probably some of the best racing I've watched. A bit gutted, I didn't watch it in person, but I think just even
it's a
watching
great place
it
to watch it in person.
Sick.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I reckon they need to keep having. They either need to make it a WTCS like normal place, or they just keep turning it into a World Cup. Because I remembered when the World Cup was there, that was still so bloody elite.
I think just Australia and New Zealand being 30 hours away from anywhere.
And they get a taste of what we have to go through every single year of turning up to start lines and feeling cooked or having to deal with 30 hours of travel and stuff. Like they never have to do it, and it showed with Beth Potter and Cassandra Bourgeois. Like they were.
Your pronunciation's pretty good, mate. You're French.
Cassandra Bourgeois. Need to try and get all of them.
I've worked out with French. You just have to like whisper the words.
Yeah, or just make sure the S's are silent.
Yeah.
Doyen Comics. He raced all right. But good. I think they need to keep Wollongong and hopefully the New Zealand race as well, or just like even New Plymouth or something like that. They just need to keep a WTCS or
there's a World Cup in Tauranga. There's a World Cup in Tauranga at the end of the year, and then 28 is the grand final in Tauranga.
They need to keep, I reckon, one I know they'll never do it, but I just thought it'd be a sick idea, and I think most Aussies and Kiwis will agree with me. They need to keep a World Cup at least every single year in New Zealand or Australia.
Yeah, I mean, it might continue. Now, it sort of seemed like COVID took about maybe 4 years to kind of get the machine going again. And
get us back up into the well.
But I think we can all agree, and the people behind the scenes who would have pulled all that off,
Yeah.
Like, so many people would have been involved in getting that event organised.
Oh, for sure.
Even just from getting hotels sorted out and
like
road closures,
having the entire world in Wollongong. Like Wollongong, it's big, but like I knew people that were racing for the age group race, and they were having to get accommodation out in Sydney. They were having to wake up really goddamn early to go and do a race because.
Well, I only stayed there Friday, Saturday. So Friday night, I booked a place, and I only booked it maybe 2 days before I got there. Yeah, and I got a place in a townhouse like half an hour away.
That's good.
And it was so easy. I just jumped on a bus near the finish line, and half an hour on the bus, easy.
That's so good. But then, like, you have that experience, and then you go to someone else who had to get accommodation out in Sydney, or they went to Wollongong and they got absolutely rinsed. Their bank account got absolutely rinsed because where they were staying was just so bloody expensive because the whole entire world was staying there.
Did you hear from anyone like how much average cost per night was?
No, but the British did tell me, Alex, Robin and Lauren Mitchell and Alex Dack, who were the other British that raced, they told me that the entire trip for British Tri was going to cost them a fortune, and they were all the coaches and managers and athletes were all shitting themselves before the races because they were like, we spent all this money on funding and coming here. If we don't perform, this will be a massive failure. So lucky they all performed. But I think obviously.
Do you know? Did they Did someone like Robin? Did they have to pay a levy or something like that, or did they get a free ride being kind of on the team?
You know? I don't know for Worlds because it was here in Wollongong, but I know that when I was staying with Alex for Euros, everything was for free. Yeah, that was in Spain, so it could be a whole different story. But I would like to think that if you make a junior Worlds team, everything's getting paid for you, but you just never know with these countries that are coming 30 plus hours away. So
I know in the past Aussie like junior Worlds teams, when the Worlds was in Europe, they were having to pay levies of maybe like $3,000 to still go for like a 2 or 3 week trip.
What happens if you can't pay that off? Do they just put someone else who can?
Well, they would probably give you like a payment plan if you wanted to.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You wouldn't get too much notice because August they announced the team and October, so maybe you can keep paying it after or something. I don't know.
But, potentially. Yeah.
But I guess unless you have some other funding avenue, you'd probably have to pay it or
money.
See you later.
That's it. I guess like in a way is that as well. Like it kind of shows that triathlon can be a sport for the rich in some certain ways, and how you look at it, especially long course. Like holy crap!
Oh yeah, $20,000 for a bike to start with.
$20,000 for a bike, and then put on top of everything else. It's just like you're not going to be able to pay for rent the next month. But I would say that if you're not doing triathlon at an elite level, I don't think many people will like this when I say it, but fuck it. If you don't do triathlon at an elite level, then it's just a very expensive and crazy obsession.
Yeah.
In some regard about that, but overall, Worlds was just 10 out of 10 complete. We need to have another World Championship in Australia again. That'd be great.
And so to wrap up our World Champ stuff, if we look back on our predictions, I think I was maybe 3 out of 6. So I think I got Douche.
Fucking Douche.
Douche was junior male, wasn't it?
Yeah, the winner.
Maddie. What was the third one?
Is it just like the people that you picked, or like you got all of them?
I'm just going for winners.
Yeah, okay, all right.
I think I had Douche, Maddie. I had one other. So junior men was Douche. Junior women was
Whole art.
Under 23 women, Rochelle. I didn't have her. Under 23 men. Who was Conway? Conway was the third one.
Yeah. Who did I have? Maddie, Conway.
I think I had Zulai for women juniors.
Yeah, I had Zulai. That didn't happen. I think I only got 2. Fuck me.
Hey, Robin, that was a good shout.
Yeah, but he got
good intel.
I betted that he would get second, but I don't know. I think you've won this one, so I guess I'll have to do a Lockie Jones. I'm in the suit. or something. I don't know. But we'll think of a forfeit. We'll put it on the Oz Try Academy Instagram. Maybe I'll do like a or something funny. Maybe like a Sprite banana thing until I
work out
guts or something like that. Yeah, we'll do something funny.
Do a
Clown run around Ulverston, 5K clown run.
Nudie run at Devonport during the race.
It's just like with Grenoble.
Who's that? It's Latham. We lost a bet.
I was like, no, the whole nude run thing still makes me laugh because I remembered when we were in France, and the same time that we were in France, Nick Thompson was doing some sort of important Ironman race.
WA maybe.
There was something that Nick Thompson, he was doing an important Ironman race, and Fletch was like, well, coming back from swimming, he's like, oh, Nick Thompson for the win, and I was like, yeah, put this in the chat. Nick Thompson,
they're
if
in
you
a chat
win,
with Nick Thompson, aren't they?
Yeah, he's best mates with him. Yeah. And he's just like, I was like, in the group chat, Nick Thompson, if you win, I'll do a nude run around Grenoble. He just puts get your fuck out. So fucking funny. And I think he won, but I didn't do the nude run. So you can call me a pussy all you want.
No.
Nick Thompson.
I don't think anyone wants to be seeing people do that sort of stuff.
No, not in France.
Disclaimer, we do not support these kind of activities.
No, we do not support these kind of activities and recreation. Yeah. All right, Noosa or something?
Yeah, let's quickly talk about Noosa. Just wrapped up tonight. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of partying going on right now at the Noosa Surf Club.
Yeah, and it happened maybe 9 hours ago probably?
Yeah, something like that. Well, the race would have started about 11 hours ago.
Yeah, because I woke up maybe when they were just coming through to the swim, and I checked YouTube and went, oh, so the live stream is up. So then I walked in and Mum and Dad already had it up on the TV, and I think I just knew that, Howser wouldn't say he had it in his bag, but you could just tell that he was in his flow state and it was going to take a Goliath effort from anyone to try and beat him on the day. I
think John Reed gave it a good go.
Oh, hell yeah.
He was charging at the start of the run.
There were times where I thought, because when Howser, again, it was another camera thing with these races. Yeah. When I would see Howser go, especially even when there was at one of the turn points and you would see Howser, you still wouldn't see John Reed at the back of Howser. You wouldn't see him behind his corner, a couple of meters behind. It would still be Howser would turn, and then it would take another 2 or 3 seconds before you would see John go around the cone.
Yeah.
And that's just to show that Howser is just on another level, and just that John also, credit where credit is due, he was really busting his gut off to get him.
And, a good shot.
Yeah. He did well, I think. Yeah, that's probably one of John's.
Did you notice, who was it? The old school clip-on TT bar setup? It was Dykstra.
Yeah. I would love to know. I'll say
he had the aero bottle on the front. We're going back to the 90s or something with that kind of setup.
I was saying to Dad, look, he's clipped on the road bike, no TT, no worries. And
he probably bought them on Facebook Marketplace while he's over here or something.
Borrowed them off old mate who lived down the road in Noosa.
Yeah. No, shout out to him though.
That was
good to bring back the old school there.
I was just annoyed that he didn't do the run. I want to know what the hell happened there.
Yeah, we were chatting about it. I think he's had it. He's such a good. He's such a awesome talent from what
he's a great athlete.
What I've gathered, and an awesome person from he hangs out with some of the Aussies when he's on the Gold Coast and that.
Yeah.
But I think he's had a bad history of injuries and stuff. So
yeah.
That would be what I would think, but.
I've noticed as well, because there's been times where on social media, Ben Dykstra will get a World Cup or a WTCS start, or he'll win a Euro Cup or something, and all the Brits will get around him.
Yeah,
it's almost like I was.
He must be a legend, eh? He must be.
It's either he's had a long history of injuries, and then put on top of that, he's just an amazing bloke. So
yeah,
I would really like to know why he didn't run at Noosa, because when I have watched him race and I have seen him run, he's a good runner. So
yeah,
would love to know if he could reach out to us, or we find out through the grapevine on why he didn't run, because he put himself right up there with Howser.
Yeah. Oh, he was pulling on the front there for ages.
Yeah, that's it.
Have you ever been to Noosa when the race is on?
No, but again, my mum raced there last year, and she said it's just one of the coolest atmospheres, and it's definitely a bucket list race I'd want to do for sure.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
And another honorary Grenoble Garçon, Cooper Carswell raced.
Oh, Coops.
So big up to him. He did well. He got a bit of camera time.
Did he?
Yeah, when he was
running,
drafting off Jess Fulliger on the run.
Drafting off on the run.
Yeah, so he did. I think he did like the first Noosa at the age of however young he is, my age, 19, 20. Like he's done well there, and he got like a last minute TT bike, and he showed all the boys his setup and everything. So I think it was just like a cool event for him to go and do. And I think it's pretty cool that he got an elite start. Like he's a pretty local athlete there, and I think most people will know who he is. So I think that's pretty good for Cooper to get an elite start amongst those type of boys. I'd be thinking like if you've gotten if the start list is like Braden Mercer, Brandon Copeland, Luke Willie, and John Reed, there is no chance you'd get an elite start. But I think just because Noosa is Noosa, you'd get it.
After talking with Coops, I think you just have to have had
an elite license, maybe
a sub 2 hour Olympic distance, like recorded somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Like that's part of the requirement. Plus a license probably, but no, he did all right.
Yeah, so I think Noosa was pretty good, but it wasn't as thrilling as Wollongong was, and it was so weird because people before the race was like saying, "Oh, I don't reckon Howes has got it in him." You know, I think someone's going to come out and take it. It's just, mate,
if he wants to win it at this point in his career, he will win it.
Yeah, and he hasn't won it yet, and they're like, "Oh, I think he's had a couple too many nights on the beers." And just like, fuck off and just watch him race. Man.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Did you hear the Gustav and the Norwegian hype train smack talk about Noosa?
Yeah, I don't know.
There's there's a grainy selfie video type thing. I can't remember where I saw it, and they're sort of commenting like they're doing like what we're doing in a way, doing a race prediction for Noosa or something.
Yeah, I saw that on the Unfunded, and they were just taking the piss out of Noosa. They were like, "Oh, my pick's Jacob Birtwhistle, Kate
this guy is not even racing."
Yeah, no, I was just thinking you guys are taking the absolute Mickey out of this race, and
I reckon they were coming back from a night on the beers or something because they were just like, all right.
Pretty funny that those boys even got a reply off them because I'd be thinking they'd be really hard to get a hold of in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, I don't know if they were taking the Mickey out of it or they were just having fun with it. But nonetheless, those
probably
boys,
bit of both. Yeah,
they're proper weird. Those boys.
When you've got Olympic and Ironman champion in the car and 2 other Ironman champions and 70.3 champions in the car. You can kind of say what you want.
Yeah, I get it.
You've got a bit of you've got a bit of ammo to defend yourself.
Bit of power and aura to take the shit out of any other race. But I remembered I don't know who it was, but I think like back when I first started doing like interstate racing and like the OG crew of like the SA Taz and Vic boys, we all had like this Instagram thing or like one of them was like, I'm going to message Christian Blumenfeld to come to Noosa one year. And I think he replied back. It was one of the boys who was like, "Oh, KV, when are you going to do Noosa?" And he just liked it and goes, "Never," or something like that.
Oh, really? He replied?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he replied and said, "Oh, I might put it on my calendar. I might not."
I've got a challenge for us before the next pod we do. Yeah. Let's send some stuff to Christian and Gustav and see if we can get a reply.
Get a Q&A out of them.
We'll just ask some random questions and see if we can get a reply.
What's your favourite cartoon, Christian Blumenfeld?
Yeah.
Or like, Gustav Eden, what time do you go to bed or something? Just like some weird
something weird.
Something that would put them off. And
I reckon they would like it. They would like it.
Because they're as weird as they are. So I feel like if you could get
what's your favourite animal?
Yeah, like an awkward or just like out of the ordinary question for them to answer, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah. Or give them some like training advice. So I reckon you should do.
Take it easy runs really, really hard, Kristen.
Yeah.
Or just do like 5K of sculling. Just continuous sculling in a 25-meter pool. Just see how far you can go. Takes about 3 hours.
I think that's about all about Noosa.
All on the run sheet.
The only other thing I saw was the bloody Armageddon weather the day before, I think. The Unfunded boys had their tent washed away.
Like earlier this year. Was that Leighton Wallen, Matt? Yeah. I thought that was quite fun.
That's one of those stories, hey. You remember that year where he got washed away?
I think like on one of the other episodes, like Lockie Jones and that was saying like, oh, 1 year went to Noosa last minute and it was the worst mistake we ever made because the night before the race we were all in tents and all that stuff. And I thought that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
And it's just like my mum, when I listened to mum say it, it's just like, oh, Noosa's crazy. Like, there's all these people, like 6,000, 9,000 people. It's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, yeah, they're just numbers. Like, I'm pretty sure Noosa's a big place and whatnot. And then, like, when you see it in person, mum was saying she didn't know anyone. She couldn't get a hold of anyone. And it's just all up in your grill. And then, like, seeing it even in person, like, because it was the first time I'd actually, like, properly watched the swim. There is that many people just surrounded and watching the beach, and then you've got everyone that's just lining the streets, and then you've got all the age groupers out on the bike, and there's an out and back course. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, just the layout of the area, even though Australia's a big area, just it compacts people in.
Like you would have a better idea of the demographic of Noosa because I've never been there, but from what I thought Noosa was huge.
Rich people.
Yeah.
Mate,
is it a big area?
Last time I was there was well before COVID.
Yeah.
To watch it, and I went past a store and they were selling Haviana thongs. These pieces of rubber. It was like $40 or $50 for a pair of thongs.
Oh,
I was like, whoa.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
can't imagine what the houses go for. Even
millions and millions.
Like with the K to go, because they go through all those houses and stuff.
Yeah.
I was looking and I was just saying to Dad, geez, some of those houses look nice. And the massive surf club as well. And then the Dan Atkins was like, oh, I don't care. I just hope one of my boys get on the podium and you'll see me up at the surf club. And it's just like, it'd be funny. Yeah, he'd be having the time of his life at the moment.
Oh, he'd be inaudible right now.
Yeah, he'd be having a great time at the moment.
A quick Noosa story. I ran this is back when I was doing full-on age group of coach, and I ran a camp at Noosa North Shore. You catch a little ferry across. Awesome place. And after a ride, we went to Little Cove Coffee Shop, which is fairly well known down there.
Yeah,
and we're just in the line ordering my coffee. I order my coffee. I turn around and I look up, and it's fucking Jan Frodeno.
Oh,
just come back from a ride with a whole bunch, and I sort of stand off to the side and I take a cheeky photo. And then as he sort of does his order and he's walking out, he walks past our table, and one of our the athletes that was with us, she's very extroverted, and she's like, "Oh, Jan, come get a photo." And he's like, "Yeah, sure." And he's got his arm around us and that.
That's sick as. Yeah, I hear he's a very funny and nice bloke and stuff. And one thing I feel that would be really cool that we could do like next Euro camp, like if it was to be, because he has a coffee shop, doesn't he, in Jerome or something?
Yeah, I've been there, like Communo.
Jan Frodeno coffee review, I reckon.
Ooh, yeah.
That'd be a funny idea. Is it good coffee? Do you rate it? You've been there?
Oh, mate, it's the best. The coffee's good. The people there speak good English.
Oh, that's good.
I had a smashed avocado there, and mate, amazing.
Yeah, that's so good.
You can stay there as well. They've got apartments upstairs and stuff.
So from what I've heard so far from people that have been there, it really is the shit. It really is what people says it is. Except the lane hires the swimming. That story you told me, that is fucking awesome.
Like €200 a lane or something.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Is the pool like actually good? Like on video, I've seen the facility looks amazing.
I've only ridden past it. I haven't been in there. I think it's just a normal sort of 50-meter pool.
So it's not
But everything in Spain is very just tired looking.
Yeah, okay.
It's not.
I even remembered looking at the architecture last year when Fallen Molinos was on, and I was just looking at it. I was just like, this just looks like a world that like a 6-year-old on Minecraft created. Like none of the buildings look similar. Half of them are like demolished, and there's just like massive spots of just land that's just vacant.
Yeah,
and it just looked real different. I was like speaking to other people about it, they're just like, it's just how the Spanish operate. So
yeah.
And I feel like,
I think the Spanish economy relies a lot on expats to come over and kind of rebuild things.
Well, that's real funny because they're complaining that they don't even want like tourists in Barcelona and stuff. Yeah. So if it's
I don't know what's going
one of the biggest money makers over there, that's
well, that's an interesting country.
Yeah, it would definitely be a country I'd want to go race in, and because I also just hear it's just always hot over there. Like they don't even have a winter or whatnot.
Yeah, I've only been there once, and it was like Grenoble.
Yeah. Worse than Queensland summer, you reckon, or?
The thing is, in Australia, we have fans and air conditioning.
Yeah. And they don't. I should know this. They don't even have any of that stuff in fucking Grenoble. Sweating every single night.
Yeah.
All that stuff. You don't get.
I believe in aircon.
Yeah. You don't get to bed until like 10 o'clock. You wake up the next morning at 6 for swimming, and like your refreshment is hopping in the pool.
Yeah, that's how you get hydrated.
Yeah.
Hey, let's move on and maybe upcoming races. So
that I know of. Oh, we might have to whack up World Try.
Off the top of my head, it's kind of it seems like a real heavy back end of the season World Cup kind of situation.
There's like 3 events on in Chile. I saw So if you're going to race in Chile, you have 3 tries. You have 3 tries to try and put yourself on the world stage.
Brasilia or Rio World Cup.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That's the one. Yeah, let me see if I can find some. Because it all just seems to be all in South America. Yeah, so many races in South America. Costa Rica, there's a bunch of America Cups there.
We should try and get McCluskey as a guest, and we'll ask him how the travel to the 50 hours of travel to.
Actually, that is a really good idea. I reckon the next. All right, so viewers, get excited. The next 2 podcast ideas, we've got a Q&A with Luke Holmes.
Yeah.
And then next one, if Cal McCluskey wins, we will get him on the podcast. I will message him and we'll give him a Q&A on how Vinna Del Mar went.
And if he doesn't reply, we're just going to get everyone we know to spam him and say, get on the pod.
Get on the pod. Don't be a dick. Something like that.
Yeah.
So I hope he listens and listens to that part. That'll be funny. We'll
send him a link to the podcast.
I reckon. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Actually, we've got a whole bunch of Aussies racing Miyazaki and Tongyong.
Yeah.
Or maybe not a whole bunch, but I think Mr. Kota second, Logan Campbell, is got in his first World Cup start, isn't he?
The Australian Alex Yu.
The Australian.
So good at running.
Hey, I'm gonna. This is a little bit of a bold prediction or a forecasting for you.
I'm on the Miyazaki start list right now. Yeah.
There's another Logan Campbell getting around Queensland, Rowan Hickey.
Oh yeah.
Boy, I think he did a 14:40. Was it at the Noosa Bolt?
That's pretty good.
No, because that's I think he did 14:40 Noosa Bolt.
That's pretty handy. I hear he's pretty good at duathlon.
Yeah, not much of a swimmer.
Oh, the king of Asia, old mate Leighton Wall, Joran Collin, and Josh Fletcher, if you're listening, our favourite bloke. What are they doing? Max Studer is on the start list for Miyazaki.
Miyazaki?
Yeah, I reckon he'll win it. There's a bunch of real good guys from Miyazaki that are racing. I reckon. Max Studer is the one so far that I've looked at that stands out. Oh, Tyler Michalchuk.
You must be looking at it.
God.
Is that Tong Yong?
No, Miyazaki.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, Max Studer's on it. 61 applicants and participants, sorry, and Max Studer is in there. Neil Sir, Yanis Sagan. There's some pretty good people in there. Bloody hell. Jack Willis racing Noosa and he's about to go race Miyazaki. This season's never going to happen.
Might as well go up and do a World Cup on the way home.
Full Australia Asia tour. Michael Garr, he's a gun swimmer. Yeah, so this Miyazaki list is pretty decent so far. I reckon.
It goes. You know what it goes to show you is how long the season is for us.
Oh mate,
it doesn't stop.
We don't get an off season. I was telling one of the Europeans, like even over there, they're just like, "Oh, so you have off season when you get home?" No, don't take into it. Oh, really? Why? Our summers are back front, mate. It's like, oh yeah, forgot about that. So do you get an off season? No, not really. It's like, how do you recover? You don't. You just keep going. You just keep going until you're at Aaron Royal's age and go put on the white flag. It's just T100 triathlons on. Shit. That's rude. I can't say that. It's only just because Hayden Wild's winning by a long shot.
It is boring when he's just winning everything.
Another World Cup in Brazil. There are so many races in South America. I'm going to butcher this.
So lots of World Cups.
Florianopolis. If Hidalgo
and the race that stops the world that no one's talking about, the Islamic Solidarity Games in November.
I was just reading that as the second you said it. Yeah, let's all go to
the winner probably gets bloody a gold aeroplane as a
50 million, Rolls Royce, and a kiss on the chin from the Prince of Saudi. Imagine going and racing there though. It'd be like 60 degrees.
Well, there's a World Cup there at the end of next year as well.
The solidarity.
Another prediction, we could probably save this for another podcast, is 2036 Olympics, Saudi Arabia.
Really, you reckon?
Yeah.
Is it confirmed?
No.
Oh. Well, I doubt there'll be a triathlon in them. That would be absolutely brutal. An Olympic distance in Saudi would be fucked. You'd need to run it indoors, I reckon.
But they'll probably do it at midnight.
Yeah.
There was a marathon in Qatar, like a big high level marathon race, and they started at midnight. So hot.
Holy crap! Yeah, I remembered they had world champs for athletics in Doha one year, and I remember they had to do the marathon like
That's
you
probably
said
that
at like
year,
9 or 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And it was just I think I was like maybe 13 or 14 at the time when I was watching that, and I was just like, holy crap, these guys are running in the streets of Doha at the time that I'd be going to bed.
Yeah. They just had all the street lights on for the race.
So the overall consensus for the next few weeks or month of racing, there are
I guess it's just World Cups everywhere, hey?
So a bunch of World Cups and North America Cups galore over there. Lots in Brazil, Costa Rica, and most in Latin America, Central America. And then you've got 2 World Cups in Asia to round out the year. The 2 more important and I guess the 2 races that I feel the best athletes will go to. Yeah. So I think we've got some pretty decent Aussies that are over there, I think. So, but for now, I think a good luck to Jaden, one of the Schofields. Sorry if I butcher it.
Jaden,
Yeah, Jaden Schofield and Callum McCluskey racing in Vina Del Mar. They'll be racing when we're asleep. So hopefully we wake up and either one of those guys takes the tape against Quintero. That would be huge.
Quintero,
I don't know. Has McCluskey beaten Quintero? Like, they have so many run battles, those boys. I remembered. I think that.
They got outrun in Napier by Quintero. He won it, didn't he? And Mercer was second, and then Klosky was third.
That was Castro.
Was it Castro?
Yeah, they all got the same name. I know what you mean though.
Yeah.
I think. Oh no.
Was it Quintero?
Actually, wait, no. Yeah, it was Quintero. It was Castro that he bet that betterment. That betterment Napier. But I think McCluskey last year, do you remember the World Cup in Valencia that Quintero won?
No.
There was a World Cup that Quintero won, and it was in Valencia. And Quintero is from Valencia, from what I've been told. And the 5K there is stupid flat. Like, I think, I could be wrong here, but I think I heard that, 13 people went, 14:10 or lower. Or something, real flat, real fast 5K course, but I think it's also a little bit short. Either way, Callum McCluskey got second, Quintero got first, and I remembered watching it, and you can see on the replay, Quintero's telling McCluskey to pull through.
On the bike?
Not on the run. He's telling him to make a turn on the run because it was them two.
Seeing what he's got.
Seeing what he's got. Come through, and he didn't go through, and left him for dead. But then I also remembered they had a run battle, and I think it was Alguero or something, and I don't know if McCluskey got on top of him. So these two are very good at running, and I know McCluskey pretty well. He's a great bloke, so I think for Vina Del Mar, McCluskey can get over the top of Quintero, especially after the race he's just had. That would be huge.
Yeah. So, he is Mr. World Cup. He does well in the World Cup.
Yeah, he bloody loves the World Cup. I swear every World Cup he's entered, he's gotten on the podium or he's at least been in the top 5. So he's so good at the World Cup level.
Yeah.
What was the most recent one he's done? I think he did Stadia and he got 5th there. The Moroccan
one.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
So,
Morocco.
That's it.
Oh, we might wrap it up there, mate.
Yeah, I think this has been a good episode back. We've got some good ideas for the future and what we'll do, and
we'll have our first guest in when does Luke log into your place?
He arrived on the 12th, so we'll figure out a time and place and date for when we set that one up. So that'll probably be the next one.
That'd be
a very cool one.
That'd be really good to hear about his experience at Loughborough and how training's like in the UK system and that sort of stuff.
How he got into triathlon as well.
Yeah.
I'll say though, just precaution before it. He is a bit of a spud. Like, it would be very interesting to see how he just goes in the podcast. It'll be funny, like if you ask him questions, goes, I don't know. I'll let
run past.
yeah, swim, run fast. I don't know. I'll just
Lives and breathes it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
All right, we'll wrap it up there, mate. We'll do the next one soon.
Alrighty.
See ya.
See ya.